This is Visual Basic lecture number 3. I'm your instructor, Ali Muzaffar. In this lecture we will do simple visual controls and some of the stuff related to visual controls and basic properties. Okay. Let's see. There is a multiple form support in the Visual Basic. You can go on project menu and select add form command, and it will add the forms in the project explorer. It has like capacity to deal with multiple forms. Like in previous languages, C, Basic, there are no concept of forms. You have a single screen and you can't move from one to another, but it's a visual Basic has visual screens, so you can move between different screens by using changing forms. Okay, now we have got the project properties. From where you will get project properties in the project, click the project name and right click on properties, and it will come out like this dialog where you have properties like project type. We select standard XC because we are dealing with that. There are different other tiles, DLL, etc. Now startup object is one thing. Which form you want to show at a startup? We have selected form first. This is the name of the form. Project name is two forms. Help name we don't write now because help is a, you can define it over here later on for your programs if you select help file over here. Project description is the description. May select the default option. Compile is the default option. You don't have to generally change it. Components are the simple option. Now we are coming to loading forms. How we can load form? There is a simple command like load form name, or how to unload form. It unload form name. Like suppose you have form 1, so load form 1, so it will load that form. Unload form 1, it will unload that. What happened to it? When you load a form, it takes memory in your RAM. So be sure whenever you show a form or load a form, it takes memory in your RAM. And if you are limited with memory, so be sure if form is not very control extensive, or you loaded multiple forms, so it would, your system will become slow. Okay, now showing forms. How to show form? There is a there is a command over here, form name dot show mode. Like form name is frm first dot show is simple command, and 0 is a mode. There are two modes, 0 or 1. Now 0 is by default. If you want write, it would be modeless. Mod is modeless, and if you write 1, it would be a model. Now what model is? The form takes control of the application and won't let it proceed unless the form is closed. Like you won't be able to process further on until it's like a message box. You can't alternate between the screens until and unless you press OK or cancel. That was a model form. Okay, now there are 3 states of the form states. One is not loaded, like form is exist on the disk file but doesn't take any resources in the memory. Loaded but not shown. This is in memory but it's not displayed. And the third is loaded and shown, like it is in the memory and it's shown on the screen. You can interact with that. Further, one thing more, when a form is unloaded and then reloaded, there is a reinitialization of properties and variables declared in it. That is, variable values are lost. This is not the case if a form is just made invisible and then visible again. Now control visibility. There is a simple short program. You have this form 1, you have this form 2. In form 1 you have button called show second, and form 2 you have button called show first. You just right click this button and this will be written out in your code window. Private sub is for subroutine, bt and show second is the button name, and underscore click is the event, and it would be these two things will end sub procedure. You have to write these two lines: form second dot visible equals to true, form first dot visible equals to false. What it will do is that it will make visible property of form second to true, and then after that it will set the property of form first visible equals to false. So you can it will alternate the form, like you click the button, that form will be gone and the other form will come up on the screen. Now controlling the form can within another. How you would do that? If you have loaded the form and you want to change the property of that form control by command, so you just write form name, but it should be loaded. You have to be considered for that. Dot control name dot command, like is form1 dot txt greeting dot text equals to hello. So in that another form, that property would be set to hello. So when you make it visible, that property would be set. Okay, now we come to the menu design. Menu design is the main thing in Windows. Like you have the menu system in Windows, and Visual Basic gives you the motivation to do menus in your forms. How you can do that? You just go to tools, in that you select menu editor. What it will come out like this. This is a menu editor. This is a caption. Caption is the what you see on the menu, and CE118. Now n represent to underscore C, that is a shortcut. Alt, you may have heard of Alt F for file, so this is for Alt C, so it will come out underline C. Okay, now this is the name of the menu, CE118 menu. Okay, now you see over here double dots, it is the sub menu of this CE118, and you see this double dots, this is the sub menu of Visual Basic. You can go on that. I will show you later on how this will work. So check out this. This is not this is the sub menu of CE118 AutoCAD, and this is sub menu MATLAB. For a line, you just click this, right, this dot. Now there is a shortcut you can give to this menu, like whatever control plus C you select from here, and it will become the shortcut. Now these are the options. You want to select check if the menu should be checked, menu should be enabled or not enabled, menu should be visible or not visible, menu should be windowless or not. You have to do practical for that, but let me show you what it will look like. Okay, these are the things I have shown you. Index is like when you have to programmatically do the changes at menu at runtime, you need the index of that menu. Windowless used when you have MDI. MDI is multiple document interface windows. MDI is like when you have multiple forms, and one form is main form window, main window. So you select MDI. It should be checked, enabled or visible. Now this is something look like this. This Visual Basic option enabled and visible. This lecture 3 is option enabled, visible and checked. You see check over here. This is visible but not enabled, AutoCAD and MATLAB. And you see this line will come out. That's it. You check out the whole structure. This is how menu works. Okay, now we come to controls. This is your control bar, this is your menu bar, this is your control bar. From controls you have to select, you just click on this control or any control you like, and you just drop it over here, click it over here and draw over here. It will draw the control. This is the project explorer. you can select the form in which you have to put the controls. You have already put the controls over here. This is the select the control, like this control selected. These are the properties of the control. And form layout is like where your form should look in the screen. So this is the simple controls you can drop down. Okay, now basic two main controls are list box and combo box. What are list box and combo box? Basically it's kind of array, or you say list. It's all similar things. They hold arrays. List appended by the program only, usually relatively large sized on screen. Data accessed directly or with scroll bars. Now combo box, user can also implement the list, usually small size controls. Data accessed through top down list. Okay, now see, this is the combo box, this is the list box. You can select multiple value list, and it's for high frequency. Okay, now this is the basic properties of both list box and combo box. Multi select, like you can multiple select different items. You can select properties sorted to true, and it will sort out the list automatically whenever you add the item. Style, it shows the appearance of the control. List box and combo box have basic methods like add item, list1 dot add item comma index. Now here is the example. Like if you have first greetings is the list box or combo box, just drop the command and dot, put dot and add method, add item. Now this is the hello is your item and 0 is the index. Just write 0 and it will, your item is added in the list. If you want to remove the item, just first greetings dot remove item index. Index is order of the item to be removed. You write index over here 0 to remove hello. Now clear is, you have to clear all the list. You just put the method clear, it will remove all the items. List count is number of items inside the list. List is, like I have told you, it's a kind of array. So list is, it will show list and put the index on that, and you can manipulate the values. Like you have given the value high to index 0. List index, index of the selected item in the list. Like whichever, like if you have selected third, like third is something, third number would be like hello or hi, you just list index, it is greater than 0, it's like that. Will show you that. Selected is like array similar to list. Like this is the same list, but only it will select, it will give you the counter based on what items you have selected. 0 1, there may be multiple selected, so you can just put dot selected and counter, like 0 is 1 2 3, how many items. If you have selected 4, so 0 1 2 3, the selected will come out. Cell count is number of selected items. Like if you have multiple selected 4 items you have selected, you want to know how many items I have selected, just type this method, cell count. Now we come to the common dialogues. Common dialog is very essential and very common in Windows. What are these? These are used for file names, font names, sizes and colors. Like common dialogues such as open, save as, color, font, print, help, etc. You can do this with that. How you do that? Okay, this is the common dialog control of open. It will look out similar to Windows. Open, and this is the font control in which you can select this font style, size, etc. Now how you can get this common dialog control, you go to project. In that project you select components, and in components you have to select Microsoft Common Dialog Control 6. It will come out. Now it will show in your control bar, control menu. From control menu you have to select and drop down on form, and it will be work out on that. Suppose you have selected common dialog and put it on the form, so by default its name would be common dialog 1 dot show color. It will show the color dialog. Now next option is database. We will work out on that. I hope you enjoyed and learned something, and thank you for your time. Enjoy your experience. Have a nice day.